Chapter 2, it's the story of God creating man and of man's original relationship with God. So this is before there were any shrubs or plants. This is before it had rained, and there was streams that came up to water the ground, but there was no one to work the ground. And so the Lord God, he formed from the dust of the earth a man, and he breathed into the man, breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Now the Lord God, he had a garden east in Eden, and it was full of all kinds of fruit trees that were pleasing to the eye and desirable for food. And in the middle of the garden there was the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So the Lord God, he took the man and he placed him in the garden, put him in the garden to work it and to take care of it. And the Lord God told the man that he was free to eat from any of the trees in the garden, but he was not to eat from the tree in the middle of the garden, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And if he ate from that, then he would surely die. Now it wasn't good for man to be alone, so the Lord God brought all the animals to the man, and whatever the man named him, that was their names. But there was no suitable companion or suitable helper found for the man, and this was not good. So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep, and then he took a rib from his side while he was sleeping, and he formed it into a woman, and he brought the woman to the man. And the man said, "This is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She should be called woman because she was taken out of man." Now, the Bible tells us that for this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife. And so Adam and his wife were both naked and they were unashamed. And this is the story coming from Genesis chapter 2.